Creek Kids. I'm Miss Barb.
And I'm Miss Laura.
And Easter's coming. Easter is a time when we celebrate the resurrection of Jesus Christ.
Now, a resurrection means that someone who was once dead has been made alive again. And that's exactly what Jesus did.
So today we're going to show you how to make a very special Easter treat that's called resurrection rolls.
So to begin, have an adult help you, and you'll preheat the oven to 375 degrees. Then make sure you've washed your hands really good.
Then you're going to take nonstick spray and you're going to spray a muffin pan so that the resurrection rolls don't stick. And after that, you're going to melt a half a stick of butter.
Yes. Then after that, you will mix 3 teaspoons of cinnamon and a half cup of sugar. And you will then stir it together to make a mixture.
After you stir that together, you're going to open a can of crescent rolls and take the little pieces of dough apart and lay them out into triangles on either like wax paper or on a cutting board so that they're ready to make your resurrection rolls.
Great! And then once the cinnamon and sugar is mixed, you will take a marshmallow. Now, a marshmallow represents Jesus because Jesus was perfect and without sin, just like our marshmallow is perfectly white. Okay, then what you'll do is you'll take the marshmallow and you will dip it in the butter. You'll roll it around in the butter, and then you'll roll it in the cinnamon and sugar mixture. Now, the cinnamon and sugar mixture represents the spices that were used to prepare Jesus' body before he was buried.
Then you'll take your marshmallow that's been dipped in the melted butter and rolled around in the cinnamon and sugar, and you'll put it on your triangle of dough. You'll start on the wide end of the dough and you wrap it up, wrap all the dough around it and just kind of pinch and seal it, and so the dough is completely around it, and you don't see any marshmallow anymore. Just kind of seal it all up. This reminds us of the tomb. Right after Jesus died on the cross, they placed his body in an empty tomb, and this is the tomb. This reminds us of the tomb that Jesus was in.
Next, what you'll do is you will take the resurrection roll and you will dip it in the butter, just like this, and then you will take the pan and you will stick the butter side down in the bottom of the pan, okay? And then you will do that with every single resurrection roll. So just make sure the butter is on the bottom.
These resurrection rolls will cook in the oven for 12 minutes. So set your timer for 12 minutes, and then you'll put your tray of resurrection rolls in the oven to cook.
Okay.
While they're in the oven cooking, you're going to want to get out your Bible, because during that 12 minutes, now is a good time to read some more about the very first Easter morning. If you look in the Gospel of John, chapter 20, verses 1 through 18, those are some verses that will tell you a lot more about that very first Easter. So you have the 12 minutes while they're baking to read that in your Bible.
Yes, and then once they're done, once the 12 minutes are up, you can take the resurrection rolls out of the oven.
Careful, they're going to be hot.
Yes, so make sure that you give them a little bit of time to cool so that way you can eat them. All right, then when they're ready to be eaten, what you can do is you will open them up, and we're about to find out why they're called resurrection rolls, because you will open them up and look, there is nothing inside. So when you eat them, you can taste it and remember that Jesus is risen.
The tomb is empty.
Yes, and Matthew 28:5 says, the angel of the Lord came and visited the women that were at the tomb, and he said, he is not here. He is risen, just as he said. So happy Easter, boys and girls.
Happy Easter. Jesus is risen.